Howdy folks, and a great big welcome to each and every one of you. Today I'm going to try and play a couple of tunes on banjo and fiddle, and the first one was composed in 1844 by John Hodges. He was a blackface minstrel, and his original title for the song was Libly Fan, but we know it today as Buffalo Gals. And as the minstrel shows traveled around the country, they would just zip in the name of whatever town they were playing in. So it could have been New York Gals or Atlanta Gals or whatever town they were in. The second tune is called Puncheon, and it came to us from Esker Hutchins, who lived in Dobson, North Carolina. And he learned it from Crawley Hamlin. Esker Hutchins was a neighbor of Frank and Oscar Jenkins, and he also taught Benton Flippin. Anyway, I'm going to try to play him on the fiddle and banjo for you. Hope you enjoy him. I forgot to mention two things. The first is the version of Buffalo Gals I played is an old-timey version, and it's not the same as the modern version. Melodies are different. And the second thing is Puncheon floor. You might be wondering what a Puncheon floor is. It's spelled Puncheon, and it was floor made in the old days by splitting logs in half, and then they would lay the round parts down on the ground, and the top of it was flat. They would smooth it out with an adze. Anyway, that's what a puncheon floor is. Now comes the time that I would like to do a little Bible reading. So for those of you folks who aren't interested in Bible reading, don't want to hear it, now's the time for you to end the video. I'll say adios, see you next time. But for those of you who want to hang on for the reading, I found an interesting passage in the book of Luke. This is the third of the four Gospels that start off the New Testament. And this is chapter 19, starts around verse 28. That talks about the triumphal entry of Jesus into Jerusalem right before he was crucified. He and his disciples were coming up on a couple of little villages, Bethany and Bethphage, and he sent two of the guys ahead, and he said, go into the village and you're going to find a young donkey tied up there. Untie it and bring it to me, and if the owners ask, just say the Lord wants it. So sure enough, they went into the next village, brought the donkey back. They took off their cloaks and put it on the donkey's back, and Jesus sat on it, and they started going down the Mount of Olives towards Jerusalem. And as they were doing that, the people gathered around him. Verse 35, they brought the donkey to Jesus, threw their cloaks on the colt, and put Jesus on it. As he went along, people spread their cloaks on the road. They also spread palm branches. When he came near the place where the road goes down to the Mount of Olives, the whole crowd of disciples began joyfully to praise God in loud voices for all the miracles they had seen. Blessed is the King who comes in the name of the Lord, peace in heaven and glory in the highest. Some of the Pharisees in the crowd said to Jesus, Teacher, rebuke your disciples. I tell you, he replied, if they keep quiet, the stones will cry out. So, interesting passage. You might be wondering why he chose to go down into Jerusalem on a donkey. Back in the Old Testament, a prophet by the name of Zechariah had prophesied that he would ride the donkey. This was years before Jesus appeared on the scene. And the donkey in biblical times was associated with peace, and a king who was peaceful and was getting along with the people that he ruled rode a donkey. Only the conquerors who had fought battles and had conquered somebody rode on horses. Anyway, kind of interesting that he said, if I tell these people to keep quiet, even the stones will start shouting. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the tunes, hope you enjoyed the reading, and I'll say God bless, and I'll see you down the road.